2021 Toyota Tacoma that came for camera aiming, but it turned out to be it's more than aiming. Stick around to see what's going on. Dear friends, welcome back to Dallas Auto Diag. As I said, this car was brought here to do the calibration for the camera. Car had an accident in the front, and you know, they fixed it, and now they want to turn the lights off on the dashboard. There were, you know, many warning lights: the skid light, the collision light. So this is an old report. And when I did a scan, usually when somebody bring me a car, first thing that I tell him, stick around, because they think it's just aiming, but it's not. It turned out to be more than aiming. So I tell him, stick around, let me just do a pre-scan on it. And I did the pre-scan, and I noticed 3 issues. The first issue was this code, C1AA9 steering angle sensor, internal circuit. Now I did take the steering angle out and I tried to repair it at home, but it didn't work. So this is the part number for it, 89245-0R030. Now before you judge this, you have to check the circuit. And I didn't film this, the new steering angle sensor already here, but I tell you what you check. You put the key on, yes, the key is on, and you come to this connector right here, okay, and right here you should have battery voltage, the green one, battery voltage, the last one, the white and black, that's a ground, and those two between the white and the yellow, those on your voltmeter should read 2.5 volt. They're more than voltage. Those are communication lines, and this is not the proper tool to test it. You should use a scope. I did use a scope to check it. I have a video of I think 2022 Toyota Corolla. I will link it to this video right now if you're interested in more depth of checking this steering angle sensor. Pretty much the same thing as this Tacoma. So go watch that video if you're here for the diagnose part of this. So when I found out everything is here, I called the bad sensor. After trying to repair it, it didn't work. They got me a sensor. This is the part number for it. Same thing, 8924B-0R020. That's the old sensor, by the way. I kept the lock on it. Now the skid light is gone. Ooh. Right here, this was on all the time. This right here. Now the calibration of this sensor, if you want to calibrate it, if the light doesn't turn off by itself, all you have to do is drive the car with the steering straight 22 miles per hour or more for 5 seconds, and the light will go off by itself. Now that is done. The code is history now. The light is off. Now we're to the second issue. Stay with me. Right now, after replacing the steering angle sensor, this is the full scan, and the pre-collision has 2 more codes. One, C1AA9, which is the front camera module beam axis not adjusted. These need to be done using the ADAS frame, which I think I'm going to make a separate video for it. And the C1AA9 heater circuit. again, when the owner came and I did a pre-scan, I told him, look, you expect to drop the car, I do the calibration, I charge you for it, good to go. No, there's two codes, there's two issues, two separate issues need to be addressed before we'll be able to do the calibration. Because doing the calibration right now, honestly, for the camera might fail because we didn't have a steering angle sensor actual number. With the malfunction, I think it was reading 1044 degree, and the heater code in the camera, so that also could prevent the calibration. We need to fix those before we do the calibration. So make sure you do a pre-scan while they're there. Don't just get the car and drop it, or if they're not there, if they're just dropping the car, putting the key in a drop box, make sure you do a pre-scan and take pictures and send it to them so they know what's going on. Don't expect to get paid one for one job while doing 3 jobs. It's not about turning the light off. It is to them, but it is not to you. You have a business, you have a shop, there's 3 separate issues. You're not gonna diagnose and replace the steering angle sensor for free. Same thing with the camera, we don't know. So when he was here, I told him, hey, we might need a steering angle sensor, which actually we did. We might need a camera. I'm not sure about that, but we'll find out in a minute. And then after that, we'll be able to calibrate. I'm not sure even if we'll be able to successfully calibrate the camera or not, because I see the windshield was replaced. And I don't know what quality. Is it well, it says Toyota over there. Okay, but did they align it correctly? How professional was the dude that installed it? I don't know. So make sure to bring up all these up front. It might sound that I'm kicking customers away. No, this is not kicking customers away. You don't want to scare them. You just want to explain to them what's going on with your car. And if they're afraid, this is not your issue. It's their issue. If they think that the life is so beautiful and everything's gonna be done like that, no, it's not. It's not gonna be $200 or $300 to fix these issues. Of course not. When your car has 1, 2, 3, you're gonna have to pay 1, 2, 3. So let's keep going with the C1AAE. Let me pull up a wiring diagram. This is the schematics for the LDW, lane departure watch. That's what Toyota call it. And we have the camera right here, and this is the heater, forward recognition with heater hood sub-assembly, top of windshield. So it should be somewhere over there. This is the camera, and this is the cover. It's held by these 2 clips, so you push to the down and it will release. This heater, either the heater has a problem or the wiring has a problem. Looks like it has 2 wires. One of them comes from a fuse, which is orange, and the red one comes from the camera itself. So this heater is powered by the camera because this fuse is hot with ignition. Okay, yeah, so this fuse sorry, this orange wire is gonna have power all the time, and and the red one is gonna be the control side from the camera. These are the 2 wires. Stay with me. All right, I think the lighting's better. I had to lower the door. Those are the 2 wires. As I said, the orange should have power. Let's check it out. Orange does have power. Now it's better if you check it from this side, so you know that this harness is good. Okay, we do have power, and this other one is controlled by the camera. Now let's find the heater itself. Where is it? So there you go, one piece, and the camera up. And here's the heater, and I already see something I don't like. You see this? Only one. The other one is cut right here. I'm not sure if this was made by the accident or it's a human error. Only the person that saw this car before the windshield replacement can tell. So after calling the Toyota dealers around me, this is the part number for it, 86461-35020. It comes along by itself. You don't have to buy the camera with it. Even the price is not crazy. It's $230. This isn't the crazy part. The crazy part is it's not available. It's on back order, just like everything else nowadays. And they don't even know how long will it take to get it. So we have to see if we can fix this. I think we should be able to solder this whatever broken back to its spot and use it again. Let's see. Before I go and fix this, I'm gonna have to take the okay from the owner. He might have one. The owner is a junkyard. The owner of the vehicle is a junkyard owner also, and I called him. So I don't want him to say, why did you fix it and charge me for it? Why you didn't ask me? I might have one in the yard. I know he doesn't have this car because we already discussed it when it came to the steering angle sensor. But still, I'm not going to assume that he's okay with me fixing it and charging him for it. That's why I called him. I explained to him. I sent him a picture and I explained to him the situation. I told him, what do you want to do? He said, go ahead and fix it. So now I can add to the bill my repair cost for this piece. We're going to take it home, do it on the bench, and finish this job later. Now what I'm gonna do, I'm gonna remove a little bit of this and this piece to see what should be connected. I think it should be connected here, and cut the zip tie and slice this to expose the other wire. So as you guys saw, this is the final results. First I used the UV mask to create a layer on top of the one we fixed, and then I put a silicone layer of silicone on top of it, and then I waited for it to cool down and then created another layer of silicone on top of that other wire, the exposed. So now everything is covered, is embedded inside the silicone. For your reference, 37.3 ohm is what we have right now. So when we plug it, if it's good, that means this is a known good value. At the shop, and I even put the zip tie here to hold the two wires from movement. There will be no movement. I mean, that spot has no movement. Let's plug it and scan the car. The heater is plugged. Let's do a scan. Here we go, heater circuit history. That's a win. So the only thing that left is to do the adjustment, the calibration for the camera, and 3 codes here and here and here, all of them for the calibration. Now this is a success. Hopefully this video is going to help you fixing your truck or your car, whatever you're here for. Thank you guys for watching, and if you're interested in seeing the video for the camera calibration, I will do that, but I'll put it in a separate video just to keep everything short. Have a wonderful day.